Hey, Raquel Sosa here. Today I have a very important question for you. Are you a mouth breather or a nose breather? It's very important, the answer, because many of the things you're suffering from can be because you're breathing through the mouth. So this video is to make clear. There's no debate, there's not discussion to have around this. You shouldn't be breathing in your daily life through the mouth. It's wrong, it's harming your body, it's harming your mental state, it's harming your hormonal system, it's harming your energy at all levels, your levels of energy, because when you don't have enough oxygen coming in, and not only that, when you can't process the oxygen that comes in, the body does that through a substance that is produced through the nose. When the air comes in, there's a substance that is produced by the nose called nitric oxide, and when you're not getting enough of that, you can't process the oxygen that comes in, and so no matter how much you're breathing, you are not getting that oxygen absorbed by the body. So it's very important to breathe through the nose constantly. Only in 2 occasions you breathe through the mouth: when you have a cold, or when you have allergies, or when you do sport. That there is at one point the body just needs to open all the ways to get air, because we have an intense moment of recovery that we need to do, and the body uses the mouth, but that shouldn't be more than 30 seconds, the most 1 minute. So another problem of breathing, not using the nose to breathe, is that you don't filter any particle, any little particle that has a bacteria in it, and the nose has the little hairs that can really make a difference filtering any impurity that is coming into the body. Also, the air, it's cool when in winter, when the air is cold, you need to breathe through the nose, because the nose is the one that will shift that temperature of the air that comes in and help the air to be warmed. So your body doesn't have to take cold air inside like it is through the mouth. Besides, when you breathe through the mouth, you are not only getting that cold air, not only getting those particles that are not filtered, but you're drying your mouth. You're drying the saliva in your mouth. And when you dry the saliva in your mouth, it's very dangerous, because the saliva has a system of purification, of killing certain kinds of bacteria. And when you don't do that, when the saliva is not there, it can't do its job. And so you need to produce saliva. For that, you need to breathe through the nose. One of the most important things also is the level of stress. When you breathe through the nose, you are lowering down your propensity to be stressed. When you breathe through the mouth, you will breathe very shallow, and you will breathe with a high speed, and you don't want that. I remember when I was very, very young, I was like 18 years old, I had a boyfriend, and I remember him taking me to his parents' house, and he had a little brother, and I remember that's how I learned that I was breathing through the mouth at the time, and that's where I shifted. And I remember this boyfriend saying to the little boy, "Oh, do you like Raquel? She's my girlfriend." And me saying, "Yeah, hi," this is awkward situations where we are at. And then this little boy saying, "Actually, I don't like her because she breathes through the mouth like a dog." And I was like so embarrassed. So since then, I really made sure to close my mouth when I breathe, and breathe through the nose. And I realized I suffered from some allergies, and I took care of it. And that takes me to my second point. You should be checking what are the reasons why you're breathing through the mouth, because it might be that you have constantly the nose blocked because of allergies. You need to check that. And if you have colds constantly because you're under stress and your body needs to create that collapsing system so you can recover from stress, well, you also need to check that. In any case, you can check also my video on the neti pot, on how to use a neti pot, because there in that video, you will be able to use that tool that allows you to cleanse the pathways of the nose here. And it really can make a difference in how long you're sick. When you're sick, it really kills all the bacteria and drains out all the mucus. And that is really fantastic when you are with a long cold and even with fever. Even in those situations, it's really important to take care of all this area. Okay, and the neti pot can help, so use it. The second thing you can do is to really check with a doctor if you have suffer from allergies, or if it's, you know, a malformation of your nose here. Maybe you have a malformation and that makes your nose not be able to ever be free to the air to go through it. So if that's the case, you need to see if you need a little surgery. It's really worth it, you know, it's really worth it, because when you don't breathe through the nose, you are losing life expectancy and you have the propensity to get ill from very nasty illnesses very often, and very maybe fatal. You know, I don't want to scare you, but I do, because it's really important that you make that shift. Also check how you're breathing through the night, because sometimes we're feeling tired, we're feeling really that we are not, we have mood changes all the time, we are irritable, we are not patient. All that can be related to the amount of oxygen you're not getting when you sleep at night. So no matter how long you sleep, if you're not getting enough oxygen in, that's a real problem. And if you're breathing through the mouth, that's the case. So check how you're breathing through the night and see if you're getting tired when you wake up. It might be the fact that you're breathing through the mouth, and that you have to check it. If you suffer from apnea, sleeping apnea, I have a video on it too that you can check. Exercises. So it's the first step. If it doesn't work, those exercises don't work, you go to your doctor and it will prescribe you maybe a pump for the night of oxygen. You will see what steps you need to take. But I would always start with the least aggressive and with, you know, turning on my own body, my own potential to solve it, because the body is so resilient and so easily triggered into the right way. It has a healing capacity that it's outstanding, and we don't use it enough. We rely too much in external help, and that's good when you really need it, but if you don't, just start by checking in with your body and seeing how you can help it. Another thing it's very important to check is your children. If you have children and they are having, you know, difficulties to concentrate, difficulties to stay still, mood changes very radically, tantrums that are disproportionate because they're irritable, all of this, they're not sleeping well at night, it's very probably that they're breathing through the mouth. So please take care of them. Please take care, observe, take them to a doctor if it's the case. And there is one thing that I want to add that is really important, because I have been asked this a lot, is about the taping of the mouth, taping your kid so he doesn't breathe or she doesn't breathe through the mouth. That's not to do. I wouldn't recommend that. There's no studies that say that taping will work. There are many doctors, dentists, many people saying that that's a big, tough solution, radical solution. But none of the studies support that. They say you do it when you have the tape, but as soon as you take it off, you're back to your habit. So it's not awareness on it, it's not a real game changer. So don't do that to your kids, please. It's better to go to the doctor, check if he has any allergies, check if he has any obstruction. It can be really dangerous for a child to breathe through the mouth all the time. It can really produce malformations in the face and in this area when the children haven't grown to the full size as an adult. It can do that, and it's very, really has an awful impact on emotional life of your child. So don't put him through so much stress. Just take care of it. Just go to a doctor and check what could be that. You know, if it's breathing, it can really be easy shifted, the pattern, and so why not do it and put your child through so much? Anyway, so these are my tips on how to do that. And it's more than tips. I think it's strong suggestions, because I think this is a key shift in your life. Breathe through the nose, not through your mouth. Thank you so much, and see you in the next time. And if you have anyone that you think can benefit from this video, share it, because I imagine so many people I have seen in the streets, in the supermarket, everywhere, breathing through the mouth, that I decided to do this video because of that. So if you have any friend that has this habit, share it, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed so you can get new videos like this one. See you, and keep breathing through your nose. Bye.